Hi there, I'm Alessandra Latour, a leadership expert with over 15 years of experience helping managers just like you transition from feeling reactive and scattered to becoming confident, proactive, and strategic leaders. Through the Latour Leadership Academy, I empower overwhelmed or growth-oriented managers, whether newly promoted or experienced but struggling to balance demands, with the tools, strategies, and coaching they need to shift from day-to-day firefighting to long-term strategic thinking. In this podcast, we dive into practical ways you can develop an authentic leadership style, build strong team collaboration, and create a productive, positive work environment. Together, we'll tackle the challenges of managing time, teams, and priorities so you can lead with clarity and confidence, not just solving today's problems, but driving sustainable growth for yourself and your team. If you are ready to stop feeling reactive and start stepping into your role as an authentic, strategic leader, you're in the right place. Let's get started.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the podcast. Today, we're diving into an increasingly important topic: why some leadership styles are failing in the hybrid workplace. Let's get started. Hybrid workplaces, where teams split time between working remotely and being in office, have become the norm for many organizations. In fact, they're not just a passing trend, they're shaping the future of how we work. Leadership styles that once thrived in traditional office environments, like transformational or even servant leadership, are now facing unique challenges in hybrid setups. Why? Because the rules of engagement have fundamentally changed. What worked when everyone shared the same physical space doesn't always translate when you're leading a team scattered across living rooms, coffee shops, office cubicles, time zones, continents, etc. So how do we adjust? Let's break it down together. Let's start with some context. According to Gallup in 2023, 74% of U.S. companies are either using or planning to implement a permanent hybrid work model. That's 3 out of 4 companies making this shift. But here's the kicker. While hybrid workplaces offer flexibility, they also come with risks. Research shows that employees in hybrid environments are 41% less likely to feel connected to their team. Think about that for a second. Nearly half of employees in hybrid setups may feel disconnected. As leaders, we can't afford to ignore this. Now, on the flip side, some leaders argue that hybrid work fosters autonomy and sparks innovation, and they're not entirely wrong. Employees often appreciate the flexibility, but that doesn't mean connection and cohesion automatically follow. This tension, the promise of innovation versus the risk of disconnection, is where many leadership styles start to falter. So what's actually going wrong? First, there is the misalignment of communication. Let's say part of your team is bonding in the office while the remote folks are stuck on Zoom calls. That's a recipe for exclusion and resentment. Second, there's a lack of visibility. When you can't see what your team is working on, it's easy to misunderstand performance. Is someone slacking off, or are they just working differently? These questions can breed distrust if they're not addressed. And third, many leaders are simply resistant to change. If you've spent decades leading in a traditional office setting, shifting to a hybrid model can feel like learning to lead all over again. It's not easy, but it's necessary. Now let's step back and look at both sides. So on one hand, advocates for adaptive leadership styles, like situational or inclusive leadership, argue that hybrid workplaces are an opportunity to create more equitable environments. When done well, hybrid models give employees the flexibility to thrive in ways that suit them best. On the other hand, critics of hybrid setups worry about losing accountability and cohesion. They argue that there's too much flexibility and that dilutes team culture and makes it harder to achieve consistent results. So who's right? Honestly, both perspectives have merit, and that's why effective hybrid leadership isn't about choosing one side. It's about finding the balance between autonomy and connection, flexibility and structure. So here's a few tips for how you can lead more effectively in a hybrid workplace starting today. First, adopt a results-based approach. Focus on outcomes, not hours worked or how often someone's camera is on during meetings. This shift can build trust and minimize micromanagement. Second, continue and build that culture of trust. You want to make sure that every voice is heard, whether someone's in the office or working remotely. Be intentional about engaging remote employees in discussions so they feel just as valued as the people sitting in the room with you. Third, leverage technology wisely. Tools like Slack, Zoom, Teams should be used to create parity, not hierarchy. Don't let in-person conversations overshadow what's happening online. So these steps might seem simple, but they require consistency and intention to implement well. If you're finding the hybrid workplace challenging to navigate, you're not alone and help is available. Our leadership coaching can help you identify strategies tailored to your unique team dynamics. You can visit our website at latourleadershipacademy.com for more details. Or if you're ready to level up your presence in hybrid settings, check out our Leadership Presence bundle. It's packed with tools to help you build trust and influence, whether you're face-to-face or on a screen. So let's wrap up with this. Hybrid workplaces aren't going away, even though some people want to say they are. As leaders, our ability to adapt and include every member of our team, no matter where they work, will define our success in 2025 and beyond. So here's my challenge to you. Take a hard look at your leadership style. Are you meeting the needs of all your employees or just the ones you see every day? Thanks for tuning into the podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe and share it with someone who could use these insights. Until next time, stay curious and keep leading boldly.
Thanks for tuning into this mini-sode. If you're looking for more practical leadership tips and strategies, let's connect on LinkedIn. I'm always sharing insights to help you elevate your leadership journey. Before you go, don't forget to head over to latourleadershipacademy.com to grab your free resource. It's packed with actionable tips to help you lead with confidence and clarity. Want to keep growing your leadership skills and inspiring your team? Head to authenticleadershipunlocked.com to join our newsletter and get exclusive leadership insights and action steps delivered straight to your inbox every week. I appreciate you spending time with me today. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I can't wait to see you back here soon.